communities also banding together to guard our votes on Election Day. Joining us now live is Tomas al-Raschid of Bakla Bantay Boto. Tomas, thank you so much for joining us. Ilan po mga volunteers sa inyong grupo ang tutulong para proteksyonan ang boto ng ating mga kababayan on May 9th?
Okay, so Bakla Bantay Boto, broad coalition po kami ng several organizations, no? So I am representing Trans Masculine Philippines, a support and advocacy group for trans men, tomboys, trans masculine people. Kasama po namin sa coalition yung Metro Manila Pride and Bahaghari po for now. And we are we're targeting 600 volunteers nationwide po. Since we're just starting out.
600 volunteers, that's already quite a number. What is your target? More than 1,000 volunteers before May 9th?
Yes, that's the goal.
And of course, Tomas, no? Sa palagay ba ninyo, magkakaroon ng pandaraya dito sa eleksyon na ito?
Yes, personally, I'm in my 20s. I was a child, no, when the Hello Garci scandal happened, no. So I think my generation, particularly, we're very aware, no, na may pandaraya talaga sa election. So we really want to safeguard our interests sa vote, no, the democratic process. So we are very concerned, no, that there's going to be cheating in this election, especially.
And if you have close to 1,000 volunteers before May 9th, how are you planning to mobilize them? And how are you also planning to safeguard the vote of the Filipino?
Ayun, so Bakla Bantay Boto, no, we want to establish voters education trainings as well as yung poll watching trainings po. So we really want to mobilize, no, a broad amount of LGBT people to really mobilize in the communities, in the districts, in order to safeguard our vote as well as to mobilize in the coming elections and hopefully outside the elections too.
And these 600 to 1,000, will you be mobilizing them across the Philippines from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao? Have you already identified the areas where your volunteers will be?
Yes, ayun. So our organizations are centered in Metro Manila, but we also have links to groups in Cebu. No, we're targeting groups in Davao. No, so we really want to do broad alliance work, no, nationwide.
And Tomas, what is your group looking for in the next president of this country?
Yes, non-partisan po talaga kami, no? Seeing as we're a broad coalition, we try to represent the LGBTQ community is quite diverse, no? Kahit in political opinions, no? We're quite diverse in that regard, no? But generally, in a president, we're looking for a candidate, no, with strong campaign, strong stances, no, on LGBT issues. And kahit kung hindi, at least a candidate who would be open to discussion, no? Because there's a lot of political issues that the LGBTQ community in the Philippines still faces.
And will your group push for the legalization of same-sex union in the next Congress?
Yes, we want to push for the same-sex union, same-sex marriage, because it will be a really big boost to our civil liberties, no? Because not just in the religious sense, but also in the civil sense, no? Because marriage is tied to a lot of property rights, no, rights to visitation. So we really want to afford people in same-sex unions the freedom, no, to live freely with their spouses, not just in the religious sense, but also in civil society.
And of course, we're seeing the SOGIE bill, no, or the Sexual Orientation and Gender Identity Bill, of course, receiving some opposition. It hasn't really moved forward. Do you think this will become a reality in the next Congress?
As a LGBT activist, I certainly hope so, no? Because I'm in my 20s again. And nagulat din ako when I heard that the SOGIE Equality Bill, it's almost as old as me. No? So, sobrang tagal na siyang di napasa. Ideally, we really want to push, no, for this bill to get passed in the next few years, in the next term.
And from your membership, no, and from the other members of the LGBTQ community, how important is your vote on May 9th?
Our vote, we see our vote as very important. Now, we've seen candidates from all camps trying to court the LGBT vote, no, saying that oh, I support LGBT, I love the LGBT community. Pero sa totoo lang, we really want to see concrete policies in support of that. It's not enough to say that you support us. It really is another thing entirely to really safeguard our interests, to put forward our interests in legislature as well.
And among the 10 presidential candidates, and after hearing their platforms, do you really see any serious programs, initiatives that they will push for the LGBTQ plus community when they become president?
Yes, I've seen a candidate with a solid, solid campaign. The other candidates, they're open to dialogue. So optimistically, at least, we can try to push for dialogues for these kind of progressive measures. But it's up in the air.
Thank you so much for your insights and for your opinions and for joining us in the final word. Tomas al-Raschid of Bakla Bantay Boto.